We both grew up way up north on South Shore Lake Superior, and went to high school together, even middle school together.
So we were both in a 7th grade class, and we were both talkers. So we were in our prospective group of peers, and we both got moved to the front of the class because we were talkers, and right next to each other in the front row. And so we just talked to each other then, and that's kind of how it all started. I've actually got a write-up slip from one of our teachers that Cody's mom had saved from 1992, and it says right on it, Cody was warned many times, but he wouldn't stop talking to Molly. And it's just something now that, you know, we kind of keep around and look at every once in a while and laugh, because it was just kind of something that as soon as we met, it just fit right away. We just fit.
Both kind of had difficult upbringings, I guess, so we're ready to get out. Moved down to Eau Claire about a week after graduation and got a apartment on Oxford Avenue. Molly went to school to be a teacher to UW Eau Claire, and I got a job in construction pretty quick and just worked my way up.
Yep, we're picking up, we're moving to Eau Claire. I'm not gonna live in the dorms, we're gonna live together. This is gonna work. I can, just imagine what people were thinking, thinking you're crazy. I would think that we were crazy. But, really, it made us grow up faster. We didn't have a cushion, we didn't have a safety net, there wasn't another plan. We had to work, we had to make our own money and pay our own way. And doing that from 18 on really gives you kind of a head start.
In 2005, decided to go on our own, right when our son was born, our second son, and right when the crash was happening. So probably not the best time to start a construction company, but it actually turned out to be a great time because so many people were dropping out, and then also you had to work so much harder to get business at that time. Had to impress people, you had to just work really hard. So we learned how to build better in that way. The numbers were tight and you had to really follow budgets better and stuff like that.
You started small with what you knew. Cody started building up in New Richmond, doing a lot of twin homes there and custom homes. And that was one thing that we kind of brought into the Chippewa Valley, that concept of the twin homes that were really successful over there. So that was something new and different, and our first development on Lake Court sold. We were hoping it would sell in like 4 years, and I think it sold out in the first year. So when you see something that works, it kind of progressed into trying different things like other developments, different kinds of developments. We're always looking for new and different things that we can do and bring to the Chippewa Valley.
Building our house back in 2007, we were still pretty new to it then. It was our first parade house and kind of put us on the map and showed that we could do it, and especially, it was in the parade and won best to show and stuff, so it kind of gave us confidence. It was also when Molly, the first house that she designed. Before that, she wasn't in the company, it was just me, and gave her the confidence that she could do the design and was actually very talented at it, which obviously has been a huge part of our company, is her design work. Neighborhoods have been huge. We love developing chunks of land and plan to do a lot more in the future. It's, me personally, the funnest thing I do. I love finding a chunk of land that is just a beautiful chunk of land and trying to see what it's going to be.
We love designing the neighborhoods how we would want them if we were living in them. Our newest development in Trillium has a lot of walking trails and ponds and trees and hills, and it's a neighborhood that feels like it's been there for a long time. Even though it's brand new and just starting up, it's got that feel that feels homey as soon as you drive into it. Our team has definitely grown, and our team is the probably #1 factor to our success, is who we work with and who has come along the journey with us. We have got guys that have been with us since they were right out of high school that are now our construction managers. They're amazing people. They help us run this company and manage everything and keep everything straight. We really, really cannot say enough about the job that they do. It's amazing, thinking back over the years from when they first started and they were just babies, and now they're married and they have kids, and just being part of this whole amazing team of people that we couldn't be more lucky to work with.
I guess I've stayed with the company for so long because Cody and Molly are, such motivated people.
I gave them credit for sweat equity and being ambitious.
They've given me every opportunity.
There's no way we would have anywhere close to the growth that we've had without having our own W-2 employees, which we've always had, and is very rare in construction. Not many builders even have employees anymore. And we're up to quite a few employees and guys that have been with us for years and years, which is very cool. Our two lead guys now are two managers. Our foremen, have been with us for years, and even the contractors too. A lot of our contractors we work with, we've been with since the beginning, and just good, awesome guys and gals, and honest, good people. It's probably the biggest compliment we get when we finish a house is everybody says how great the people were to work with.
Working with Cody and Molly and even all the subcontractors, they were wonderful, and you talk to them every day and they keep you up to date, and they, as corny as it sounds, they become family. And then when the building process is done, there's a part of you that's sad because you don't get to talk to them anymore.
I think the future is definitely more development. We have a lot more developments planned. We're not going to quit doing that. I think at some point we'll probably get into some commercial, either development or on building or both. And other areas, we're already up to Rice Lake and looking over in the St. Croix Valley at places there. So just keep expanding as much as we can handle, I guess.
We're always looking into new developments, new areas, to not really sit back on your laurels and get in your comfort zone. You've always got to be evolving and moving forward and looking for new things and staying on top of trends and what people are looking for. So hopefully lots of new developments and houses and trends and decorating and decor and whatever else we can bring.
The best business advice I could give would just be to be good to people, and always treat people with respect and honesty. I don't think there's anything magic about business or how one person's going to do any better than the other, except people want to work with good people, and I think that's important. Also, just work harder than your competition and you'll always be successful.
My favorite advice that I would give to anybody, and it's so simple, I don't know, it might sound kind of silly, but is to be nice. To be nice to everyone and give everyone the respect and attention and excitement that they deserve as a customer that's coming to you. Doing this huge life event, building a house is a huge deal. Just to honor that, what a big thing that is that you're a part of, and to not lose sight of how important that is. What else do you want to see in here?
Community's been huge. We love Eau Claire, we love the Chippewa Valley, and are very glad that we moved down here. I think the community's been huge. I remember quite a few years ago when our previous president was running for election, and he had this speech and it was all over, it was how you didn't build that. And I remember watching the speech, and what he actually said is, you didn't build that by yourself. He was talking to businesses, and you didn't build that yourself, you had help in the community. Lisa Graff with First Federal at the time gave us a loan when no one would look at us. Paul Kohler, Charter Bank, borrowed us money. Mike Golot, City of Altoona, helped us find land in Altoona to develop, and you look at all those people that help. I mean, it's not the business that does it, it is the community.
It's not even necessarily how many homes we built or what awards we've won. I just want to be known for doing the most good in our community that we could do.
Giving back is very important to us.
I think they're very active in making sure that the community is a better place.
Cody's personal goal with our charitable giving every year is to double it every year. And that's something, I'm so proud of him for that. There we go. I'm so proud of him for that. And, there's just not much more I can say about it. If I were to address our philosophy in a nutshell, there's a quote that I keep in my office. There's nobody in this country who got rich on their own. Nobody. You built a factory out there. Good for you. But I want to be clear. You moved your goods to market on a road the rest of us paid for. You hired workers the rest of us paid to educate. You were safe in that factory because of the police forces and the fire forces that the rest of us paid for. You didn't have to worry about marauding bands who would come in and seize everything at your factory. Now look, you built a factory and it turned into something terrific or a great idea. God bless. Keep a hunk of it. But part of the underlying social contract is that you take a hunk of that and pay forward for the next kid who comes along. Even though Cody and I started on our own, we had help all throughout, and we still do, and it's still a huge part of what has made us successful. And we want to recognize that every day in everything that we do, and do our part to make sure that we're paying it forward for the people to come. We're so lucky to live here and be a part of this. And thanks to the Chamber for nominating us and for giving us this award. We couldn't be more appreciative and thankful and grateful for that.